Image isn't vanity, it's information. Every social environment, work, friendships, families, communities, runs on trust, predictability, and respect. People are constantly, subconsciously asking, can I rely on this person? Do they make interactions easier or harder? Do they elevate the room or drain it? Untrustworthy and rude people don't lose social standing because they're bad. They lose it because they introduce friction. Courteous, mindful people rise socially because they reduce uncertainty, they respect shared space, they make others feel safe, seen, and valued. Social standing isn't dominance, it's how much confidence others have in you. With that in mind, here are 5 behaviors that quietly but reliably destroy how people see you. Reliability is the foundation of reputation. You don't need to be impressive. You need to be consistent. When someone says, I'll get back to you and doesn't, I'll be there and isn't, I'll handle it and forgets, people don't get angry, they reclassify you. Unreliable people get silently downgraded. Less responsibility, fewer opportunities, fewer invitations, less influence, and here's the brutal truth. Intent doesn't matter, impact does. You may be overwhelmed, you may mean well, but others only experience outcomes. Reliable people don't promise more, they promise accurately. Understand that trust is built by predictable follow-through, not grand gestures. Interrupting isn't about talking, it's about status signaling. When you interrupt someone, you're unconsciously communicating. I thought matters more, your sentence isn't worth finishing. I'm already done listening, even if that's not your intention. It is the message received. People who interrupt are often surprised when others stop opening up, conversations become shallow. They're excluded from meaningful discussions. Why? Because listening is respect made visible. High-status individuals don't rush to speak. They allow space. They let silence work. People feel important around those who let them finish their thoughts. That feeling translates directly into social goodwill. Complaining is contagious and costly. Occasional venting is human. Chronic complaining is emotional taxation. When someone complains constantly, others learn. Time with them feels heavy, conversations spiral downward. Nothing is ever resolved, even when complaints are valid. Repetition reframes the person as powerless, negative, emotionally draining. People don't distance themselves because they lack empathy. They distance themselves because energy matters. Social standing rises with people who can name problems without living inside them, acknowledge difficulty without surrendering agency. Balance realism with resilience. Optimism isn't denial. It's emotional leadership. Inability to admit fault. This one quietly destroys respect faster than almost anything else. People who can't admit fault force everyone else to carry it. Defensiveness signals insecurity, fragile ego, emotional immaturity, and over time, others learn. Conversations go nowhere, conflicts never resolve, growth is impossible. Ironically, owning mistakes raises status. Why? Because accountability communicates. Self-awareness, emotional strength, psychological safety. People trust those who can say, I was wrong. I missed that. That's on me. Perfection doesn't earn respect. Gossip feels social, but it's corrosive. When you gossip about someone who isn't present, listeners don't think, wow, that was insightful. They think, I wonder what they say about me. This isn't safe. Gossip doesn't bond people long term. It creates temporary alliances built on insecurity. Here's the catch. Even when gossip is true, it still damages the speaker. Why? Because discretion is status. High-trust individuals don't traffic in other people's weaknesses. They understand that information is power, and power is handled carefully. People elevate those who can be trusted with silence. Being considerate isn't about politeness theater. It's strategic. Considerate people show up when they say they will. Let others finish speaking. Don't poison rooms with constant negativity. Own their mistakes. Protect reputations instead of exploiting them. This isn't about manipulation. It's about social sustainability. When you make others feel respected, safe, and valued, your social standing rises naturally because people want you around. Reputation isn't built by being loud. It's built by being dependable, mindful, and decent consistently. That's not just good manners. That's power.